La leche. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we ours again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. That's what we like to call ourselves and use. All of us, everyone's. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as, including archetypal, yes, ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and airways, all the females, all and males, all the incarnated and created souls that God has made, past, present, and futures, can be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact on this and all our planets, for heavens on this and all earths. Now, does that in any way suggest that we're trying to become an ever-loving, that we're trying to usurp the ever-loving, living authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we know and have ever known and shall ever know, past, present, futures, including all our families and communities, all the females and males, reparatively as divine feminines and reparatively as divine feminines and masculines, equally with the eyes in it, and all of the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And so we says, Namaste, the divines with us, Greece, the divines with the yous and alls. And we says, Mikotuya oilsi, Mikotuya kosifirals. We are any's and alls related, and alls and alls, because we know we're any's and alls related. We cans and shells and cans comes back together again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact on this and all our planets. And we also says, the lights within us, Greece, the lights within yous and alls. Comingsz and Pox and Ba'afal, Chaim Shalom. And for this moment we are created, and all of the greetings of all the heritages and hues, going back and forth to mitochondrial leaves, before its afternoon earnings, and especially as Stellarians relive right now, and all the Springians, the Eleusinian mysteries are coming right out, the Equinox, and going back to forth to mitochondrial leaves, before its afternoon earnings, including especially Atlantis and Thrace and Vedics and Druidics and of course Persians and Moors, and all the paradisical, all the divine feminines friendlies, and all of the divine feminines and masculines equally friendly civilizations, including Michaelian eras, past, present, futures, reborns and visits, and so we also therefore calls ourselves other names, such as co-Waikek Buffalo women, co-changing women, Iroquois goddess clans mothers, in fact also goddess sister Kazinas, and co-cousin brothers, equally goddesses and gods of the clans and gens. We call ourselves co-sky women's, co-earth women's, co-spider women's, co-kachinas, co-katsinas. We call ourselves co-daganach, co-kalki, co-imamamari, co-kwanyans, co-buddhist, and co-zayoshans, especially right now, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let that word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ in ancient languages simply translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? The greatest kindness and wisdom reunited back and forth in circles, times, now cosmically, on this, on all our planets. And so we also calls ourselves other names, such as co-Waikek Buffalo. I said it already. And so we also call ourselves co-Estelarians and co-Eastelarians. We call ourselves, in fact, co-Astralians and co-Easteralians, because we are combining the messages and lessons of Shishan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and Nazarenes equals, and connecting them reparatively of all the divine feminines and all the divine feminines and masculines equally, past, present, futures, and connecting them to their ancient Atlantean heritages, the Venusians and Marians in balance, and the Thracians and Moors and Ubuntas and mitochondrial leaves, back and forth in circles, times, and Druidics and Vedics and all that, so that we become the very real Stargates Atlantis and all holy lands and sacred earth's citizens, and the very last that shall be first teams of very real Stargates and Star Trek put together for parity, peace, cultures, heavens on this and all earth's past, present, futures. In contact. Now, it sounds like a daunting task to co-occurringly open the souls, open all the Akashic records of all the human souls, past, present, futures, and reunite them in back and forth in circles, times, and balance, but actually it's easily accomplished via the New Millennial Golden Rule, which you can read at 5050 now.wordpress.com, and just next week read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and themselves. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives. Use, and use, because use use, twos, cans and chills, and shells and cans, comes and joins us, becomes Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General, COCHRISTSZ, and the only issue we have a little bit of concern about when we'd be silly and stupid enough to lose our incarnations and lose this planet and have to do it again from somewhere else in the universe, according to our karmic doings of goods and not so goods. We actually believe some cans and shells and shells and cans accomplish this from years now and in a connection with all our planets. And as you see our names and pictures there, we can't say all, we'll say some of them. We have included, of course, all, we start with our great and grandmothers, go first, and all the Shekinahs, all the females of our families, equals, and all the females and males, equals our youngest generation, females and males, all husbands, all hymns, all circles, and always, we can say all names, we'll say someone else. We have, of course, you're going to say Queen Esther, and all of the Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, and co-sister cousins and co-cousin brothers. We also have, of course, all our co-white cat buffalo women, and we have our murderers. And I should go back and say more recently we have Lydia Costanza, Barbara Hirschfeld, and Lydia and Virginia Valentine. Times we have our co-white cat buffalo women. We have a murder Rosemary and Pearl, and especially Mom Patricia's sunflowers, and we sing cricket, and Martha and Sophie's equals, Martha and Myrtle, very important around this time of Esther's and Easter's, and we have our Mother Summers and Laura, and especially and we're singing crickets, so lilies and Elloras, and we have, of course, our Bonnies and Sylvias and our Lights families, and our especially right now our Allens and Hans, our Estelarian families, our Purims, Purims, and more there, and equally so, especially connected with them, especially near and dearest to our hearts, and our reintertwining Magdalenes and Nazarenes, Venusians and Mayans, and that's Estrella and Libertia and Estrella, and equally so, especially traveling back and forth circle times, equally, Clara, Jubilant Jacqueline, Precious and Internatures, and Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Popper, Grandma Nut, all the grace restored, Grandma Dorothy's teaching the learnings, all the lessons of wizardesses of Oz that we also are, and connecting that with Ellen and Leona and Jenny of the Gaia family, and Rachel and Rachel and Chai of the Stargates families, our current generations of females. We have our Esther's and Rachel's and Julia Marie's and Emily's equals, and Barbara's and Dia's Divines, and Jenny's, and especially our youngest generations. We have our April's, and Rose's, Visions, Earth Angeline's, all of it with Edith's. We have our Hell's and Hesperus's, Sas's, Soma's First Weddings, our Lighting Lee's, especially our beloved Cecilia, and equally her young man, our beloved nephew, Harlan Lucifer's Russell, our clan's niece, clan's nephew, and equally Hadass and Grinnell, and Leon Ross, and Ben Shannon, Brighton and Julie, Blessed Bows, and Roger Comingsz, always Estelarians, always all related these students. Let's say, period, not patriarchy, ever use blessings.